Good morning, class. So we're running a revision program for the upcoming exam. For homework, I gave you the paper 1 and 2 of the June 2017. Okay. So this is paper 1, June, paper 1 and 2. June, this is June, I'm supposed to have said that first, paper 1, paper 2, June 2017. Okay. So this paper was for 1 hour, 50 marks. You guys will be writing 2 hours, 100 marks. 2 hours. Sorry? That is less scary. Right, so let's go through it. As I said, there's going to be sections in here that was done. You guys will do this in term 3, but this is normally done in term 1. We went straight into algebra. Okay. So I'm going to answer this question, so whoever's going to watch it later might benefit from the question. So a large truck uses 25 liters of diesel. So in 1.1, a large truck uses 25 liters of diesel to travel 200 kilometers. So in other words, if I divide by 25, then this is going to give me 1 liter covers 25. 200 divided by 25 is 8. Is that not good? Is that correct? 25 goes into 100 4 times. So 25 goes into 200 8 times. So 1 liter, you can cover 8 kilometers. Okay. They want to know how many liters would need to travel 150 kilometers. So you go 150 kilometers. So how do I get from 8 to 150? You say 150 divided by 8 gives us 18,75. So 8 multiplied by 18,75 gives me 150. So what I do to one side, I must do to the other side with 18,75. So it's 18,75 liters covers a distance of 150 kilometers. Okay. Number 1.2. 1.2. 6 men can dig a ditch in 2 hours. So this was an example of indirect proportion here. As the men increases, the time decreases. Not so. So this will have a constant product here. So we have 6 times 2, which gives you a K value of 12. So it's 12 hours in, or 12 units in total. They want to know how many men would be required to dig the same ditch in 3 hours. So the total is 12. So 12 divided by 3 is going to be 4. So it takes 4 men to dig the same trench or ditch in 3 hours. Does it make sense? Yes. Okay. But we'll get to that when we do term 3. Okay. So I'm going to take this out. Move this up. And I'll be running out of space later, so I'll just pull it up now. Okay, question 2. This unit should know how to do. Okay, this is your exponential expressions. So one of 2 things I can do. I can either simplify inside first or apply the exponent first. I'm going to simplify inside first. So where there are more x's in the denominator, so I'm going to bring this down. Not so. So it's going to be 3, x to the exponent 3 plus 3, which is 6. There's more y's on top. So that will be y, 5 plus 11, which is 5 plus 6, which is 11 squared. Would you agree with that? So what do we do now? We multiply the exponents. 11 times 2 is 22 over x to the exponent 12. The next one. Here I'm going to first sort out my exponents to make it easier. So it's going to be negative 3 times. That's going to change the color. it's going to give you negative 3 times x. Now, negative 1 times negative 3 is 3. Y, 2 times 3, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6 times x. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5y. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5 over. Negative 3 squared is positive 9. X, negative 5 times 2 is negative 10. Any confusion at that point? No. So that now gives us 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 9 3 times. So in terms of my numbers and my sign on the fraction is negative times positive is negative. So it's 1 over 3 in terms of the numbers. Not so. Now we have x, negatives. I'm going to sort out the variables on top first. Okay? I could have done everything in one sweep, it's no problem. Okay? That's going to make it a bit easier for myself. So I say x cubed times x to the negative 5, that is x to the negative 2, y negative 6 minus 5 is negative 11. Remember, when you're multiplying and bases are the same, you add the exponents. So when I divide, I subtract my exponents. So again, that is negative 1 over 3. Where is there more x's? On top. Negative 2 is greater than negative 10. Not so? So it is on top. So it's going to be negative 2 plus 10. When you bring the negative up, it becomes positive. So negative 2 plus 10 is 8. Where must this y to the negative 11 go? The denominator. Why? Because the exponent is negative. You guys understand? It becomes y to the 11. Or it can be written as negative x8 over 3y. Both of that is acceptable. The last one of question 2. What do you notice here? If you can do simplify and leave your answer with positive exponents, the sum should have read without using the calculator. Okay? So this is your scientific notation calculation. When we're adding and subtracting, the exponent on this 10 must be the same. Otherwise, I can't add 4,2 and that 3. Can you see that, people? Those numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a 12. Okay, so it's going to be 4,2 times 10 to the 12 plus 3 times 10 to the 1 times 10 to the 12. Why did I break it up? So that I can have 10 to the 12 here. Can you see that? Here's my 10 to the 12 and there's 10 to the 12. You guys understand? Which now gives me, now 3 times 10. What is 3 times 10? 30. So it's 4,2 times 10 to the 12 plus 30 times 10 to the 12. Now I can add these numbers. Can you see that? Why? Because it's as if the variable is the same. But here the product is the same. 10 to the sum exponent. Okay? Michael, put that phone down. So 4,2 plus 30 is going to be 34,2 times 10 to the 12. Okay, that's a good 5 marks there. 4 marks, sorry. 5 marks on the previous one and 3 marks. Alright. Any confusion here? No? Guys, must ask your questions, no? So that we can get the maximum mark possible for the exam. People, question 3. 3.1, simplify the following. So we must simplify. So here we're going to multiply this. Get rid of the brackets. Not so. Negative 3x times negative 4x is positive 12x squared. Negative 3x times 3 is negative 9x. Negative 3 times negative 4x is positive 12x. Negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. So we add like terms. So it's 12x squared minus 9x plus 12x is positive 3x minus. The next one, you write that down twice. So it's going to be 4x minus 6 times 4x minus 6. And we do our thing, we multiply. 4x times 4x is 16x squared. 4x times negative 6 is negative 24x. Negative 24x plus 36. Again, we add like terms. So 16x squared minus 48x plus 36. Any confusion there? No? Let's look at C. What needs to be done here? LCM. Not so. What's my LCM between 3 and 2? 6. So that must be multiplied by 2. So it's going to be 2 times 4x. It must be multiplied by 3. So it's 3 into x minus 2. So what do I do now? We multiply the brackets, get rid of the brackets. So that's going to give us 8x minus 3x plus 6 over 6. So it's going to be 8x minus 3x is 5x. That's my like terms then. So it's 5x plus 6 over 6. Can I cancel this here? No. Why? More than one term in the numerator. Okay. The next one. Factorization. So remember factorization. Common factor overrides all types of factorization. So what is common here? 3, 1. But already we can see as 4 marks. So this is not going to be a straightforward factorization. There must be another factorization of it. So it's going to be 3y into 4x squared minus 9y squared. So what do you notice here? Difference of 2 squares. Not so? 2x plus 3y. 2x minus 3y. Okay? Let's look at the next question. Right? So this one here. So what is common here? 2y minus 2 minus 3y, not so, but that needs to first be swapped around, then it will be the same. So it's 7x into 2 minus 3y. This, the negative that comes out makes that negative a positive. The negative times negative is positive. 8y into 2 minus 3y. Now what is common? 2 minus 3y. What are we left with? 7x plus 8y. Okay. Next. See? This is 4 terms. So it's factorization by grouping. So you must group here. Okay? That is a bit behind the calculator there. So we group these two and those two. What is common in the first two terms? X squared. What are we left with? X minus 3. What's common here? 3. What are we left with? 3x minus 9. But what do you notice then? 3 is again common. So what is your highest common factor then? 9. What are we then left with? X minus. What is now common? X minus 3 is common. What are we left with? X squared plus. Can I take the difference of 2 squares here? Why? Plus. Question 4. Question says solve the following. Right, what's my LCM here? 4, 1 and 6. What's my LCM? 12. 12 is the smallest number where all those numbers can go into without remaining. So 4 times what is 12? 3. So it's 3 times x. Minus 1 times what is 12? 12. 12 times 2. Equals 6 times what is 12? 2. So it's 2 times x plus 1. It already gets you 2 marks. Okay. What do we do now? Get rid of the brackets. So that's going to give you 3x minus 24. Now, 24 equals 2x plus 8. Now what? X is one side, numbers are the other side. So 3x minus 2x is equal to 8 plus 24, which is 32. So x is 32. Is that correct? Yes, sir. Right? Got a lot of corrections. Right. This one we haven't covered with you yet, no? But the idea here, I will explain this again to you, the factor theorem or the factor rule. What is common here? 2x. What are we left with? X minus 3 equals 0. So there are two factors. So you say then 2x is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. Take that divided by 2 both sides, so x is equal to 0. Take that over x is equal to 3. Okay? And again, we'll get back to this when we get there. You didn't do this, so don't worry about it. So you won't be tested on it either. Same with the next question. You haven't done this either yet. Okay? But I'm going to do it because then I don't have to come back to the video. Okay, so this here, trinomial. So for trinomial factorization, that would have been 1 and 1. 1 and 36. 2 and 18. 3 times 12. 4 times 9. 6 times 6. So since that is minus, we must subtract our products. So 1 times 12 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. You minus it, you get 9. And that's what I want. So it's going to be 1 and a 3, a 1 and a 12. That's an x and an x. 1 negative, 1 positive. The bigger product must be, of course, negative. So x plus 3 is equal to 0, or x minus 12 is equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 3, or x is equal to 12. Okay. Again, that won't come in your exam. Okay. And that brings us to the end of paper 1. Wow. Let's look at paper 2, our favorite. No? Who says no? Okay. You mark your paper 2 first. Let's see why you don't like paper 2. Don't you like shapes? Geometry? You know you're going to become good at geometry? Who can tell her? Practice. Practice geometry a lot. Right? You spend some time with Jessica. Jessica was good in geometry grade 8. Sorry? This year. Yeah, well, you're doing similarity and congruency. You was doing it, okay? Well, I was doing it. I don't know about you people. Right, this was paper 2. Let's do our thing here. Your favorites. Right, this is calculate with reason the value of A and B in the diagram. So A is equal to 35. Why? 35 alternate angles. What must I not forget? That AB is perpendicular to CD. Right. B? Co-interior. So 120 plus B is 180. Co-interior. With AB being parallel to CD. So angle B is equal to 180 minus 120, which is 60. Okay. Yeah, I mean, everything in life is easy, don't worry. Next, calculate with reason the value of x in the diagram. So if we look at x, I think they meant for y as well, no? But anyway, you see these two lengths are equal. So C1 is going to be 2x. So C1 is equal to 2x. Why? Angles opposite equal side. Now what? 5x plus 2x plus 2x equals? Why? Sum of triangles. In this triangle, FCD. So that's going to give you 10x, 9x, not so. What's 18 divided by 9? 2. So 180 divided by 9 is 20. So x is 20.
Sir?
Yes?
When you say for angle C1, isosceles.
You're going to lose them all.
Why is it?
No, that is not a reason, an acceptable reason. Every time you say isosceles, you're going to lose them. Because in isosceles, there's two triangles. That could be isosceles. You see that if you got A, B, C here, then this should be angle A is equal to angle B. Why? Angles opposite equal sides. Not so. Then, if you got this is the case here, if that angle is equal to that angle, you got PQR, then what can we say? We can say that PQ is equal to PR. Why? Because it's sides opposite equal angles. You see the difference? You understand? Both of that is isosceles. So which one of the two are you using? We don't know. You understand? That is why if the sides are given equal, you must say angles opposite equal sides. If the angles are given equal, then it's going to be sides opposite equal angles. Okay? That's the reason why you get penalized every time you use isosceles as your reason. Okay? Move it over just in case they couldn't see the behind the calculator. Okay, but I'm sure the idea was to calculate y as well. No? So as you can see here, that is y and this is y. Not so. So F2 is equal to y. Reason? Angles opposite equal sides. And you see here that the exterior angle is equal to sum of the two interior opposites. Can you all see that, people? So now 2x, which is 2 times 20, equals y plus y, which is 2y. Reason? Exterior angle of triangle, dot, 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 and the exterior angle of triangle DFE. DFE. You don't have to say the spot, okay? Alright. So that gives you 40 is equal to 2y, divided by 2y is equal to 20 degrees. Okay. Let's carry on. 1.3. In question 1.3, we have to calculate with reason the value of x and y in the diagram. So here, as you can see, 5x plus 26 is equal to 3x plus 4x minus 30. I can't go with angles on the straight line, otherwise I have two unknowns here. Can you see? 5x plus 26 plus y is equal to 180. I've got the x and the y, then that's unknown. If you're going to go sum of triangles, 3x plus 4x minus 30 plus y equals 180, sum of triangles, which is correct, but there's two unknowns in the equation. Okay. So to set up one unknown, that's what I do. So I say 5x plus 26 is equal to 3x plus 4x minus 30. The reason? So exterior angle of triangle, dot, dot, dot. In this triangle, G, E, F. Okay? So that is going to give us 7x. Not so. Take it over, becomes 5x minus 7x is equal to negative 30 minus 26. What is 5x minus 2x? Sorry, I'll give you the answer. 5x minus 7x, negative 2x, is equal to negative 56. Divide by negative 2 both sides. X equal to 28 degrees. Right, now for the second part, I want you to calculate y as well. Now I can go with angles on the straight line. Or I could have gone the sum of triangles. So you're going to say 5. Is it a Pythagoras here? Just remember it's 28, no? So we say 5 times 28 plus 26 plus y equals 180. Reason? The angle's on a straight line. Okay. So we go y equals 180 minus 5 times 28 is 140 minus 26. So 180 minus 140 is 40 minus 26 is 14 degrees. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. A nice paper, no? Is it too easy for your liking?
No.
Sorry, man, that I made it so easy. I know you guys like a challenge. Otherwise, it's not going to be maths, man. No?
No, but sir, usually use a video.
Shh, I don't say. What's wrong with you? Right, people. We are told here, we'll calculate with the reason the value of x and hence prove that. Right, so how are you going to calculate x first? Vertically opposite. So you're going to say firstly that 2x minus 280 is equal to 38. Why? Vertically opposite A. So that's going to give us 2x is equal to 58. Divided by 2 both sides. So x is equal to 29. X is 29. Okay. But then it says hence. So what does hence mean? No. Hence is not proof. No. With that information or the previous calculation? Yes. You must prove that EF is parallel to GH. So if we use a proof that will show that question, you can't use the fact that the lines are parallel. You understand? So we must prove that. If you're proving lines are parallel, you're proving one of three things. Either alternate angles are equal, corresponding angles are equal, or co-interior angles supplementary. So if we can prove that those two angles adds up to 180, then we've done the job, which is supplementary, not something. So we say, if 1 plus angle Q1 is equal to 2x minus 20 plus 4x plus 26. We want to find out what is the size of the sum of those two angles. If it is 180, then what does that mean? The lines are parallel. If it's not 180, they're not parallel. Does it make sense, people? You all agree that these angles are co-interior. They're co-interior. But are those lines parallel? No. It won't be parallel if these angles does not add up to 180. If it is equal to 180, then it will be parallel. You guys understand? Even these angles here, those angles are alternate, not so. But are they equal? No. So the lines are not parallel. Do you guys understand? So what is the value for x? We've calculated that in the previous calculation. It's 29. 29. So 2 times 29 is 58. Minus 20 plus 4 times 29. 58 is 116. Let's check if that's correct. Plus 26. That is 38. Plus 116 is going to give you plus 26. So it's 12, there's 20. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 180. Can you see that, people? So those angles did in fact add up to 180. So what can we conclude? Therefore, EF is parallel to GH. Why? Co-interior angles are supplementary. Not equal, supplementary. Okay, they add up, that means to say, they add up to 180. Right, you guys are making a lot of noise in the background, no? Let's look at the next question. Express B2 and C2 in terms of x. So B2 What can we say about B2? This angle adds up to 90 degrees. How? So that is given 90 degrees. Not so? So B2 plus 2x plus 10 equals 90 degrees. Reason? Given that BD equals 90 degrees. Okay. So they want B2 on its own. You take everything else over, so angle B2 is equal to 90 degrees minus 2x minus 10, which is 80 minus 2x. So this B2 in terms of x. You see that, people? Let's look at the next one. What can we say about the next one? C2 plus 2x plus 10 equals C2 plus 2x plus 10 equals 180. Why? Co-interior angles with AC being parallel to BD. If you're using alternate, corresponding or co-interior angles, you must say which lines are parallel. In the previous sum, we had to prove that those lines are parallel, so we didn't label the parallel lines. Okay. Remember, they wanted C2. So angle C2 is equal to 180 minus 2x minus 10, which is 170 minus 2x. So there, C2 in terms of x. Okay. Question 2. Question 2, it says, here's our favorite. Our favorite. Right, it says prove with reason that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEB and hence state the length of it. Right. So how do we start congruency? In triangle ABC and triangle DEC. What can I say? So A, B, C and D, E, C. What can we say? C1 is equal to C2y. It's vertically opposite angles, not so? Right, what else can we say? AB is parallel. Parallel. No, we never say. Listen, if we prove congruency, we're talking about sides and angles. There must be at least one side. No? What can we say? Angle A is equal to angle D. Why? Alternate angles are equal. Not so? The reason is alternate angles with AB being parallel to ED. Okay. AC. AC. CD. Given. So is that enough to conclude congruency? Yes. So therefore, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEC. Sorry. Why? So we use two angles and a side. So it's angle, side. Okay. So there we have done that part of the sum. Then, and the length of BC. What's the length of BC? BC's length is the same as EC's length. Not so? Yes, sir. And EC's length is given as 12. So BC is equal to 12 units. Why? It's 12 centimeters. It's because triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEC. Okay? You mustn't be a bracket around it. Just a habit of me writing a bracket. The next one. We are told to assume that O is the center of the circle. And prove with reason that triangle TWO is congruent to triangle UWO. Where do we start? In triangle TWO and triangle UWO. What can I say? Q O WO is WO is a common sign. Okay, I think I got enough space here. So you're going to say WO is a common sign. Why? Because that's in both triangles. Okay. Then what? Angle T and angle U. Angle T is equal to angle U, it's equal to 90. Why? Given. Yes. One more. So we have a side and we have an angle. We need one more. Yes. OU, yes? OU is equal to OTY. Radius, yes. You see those are equal. Why? Because that's your radius. What is your radius? The skin. What are you busy with? You mustn't be busy with nothing, you must be looking here. Yes. You must remember from center to circumference is your radius. Can you see that? So your radius in a circle will always be the same in that circle. Okay? So it's your radius. Is that enough to conclude congruency? Yes. Therefore, triangle TWO is congruent to triangle UWO. Why? We use a side. If you're going to use side angle side, then it must be the included angle. Did we use an included angle here? No. So it's not any side angle. RH is why? We use 90 and we use the side opposite the 90. So it's R, H. Okay, let's carry on. I think that's the last. There's one more. Yeah, this is the last question. This is the last one. Okay, let's just wrap this up quickly. Okay, here we are told that in the diagram AD is parallel to BC. You must prove that those lines are, or those two triangles are similar. How do we start? In triangle ABC and triangle AED. What can we say? Angle A is going to be a common angle. Angle, why? Because that's in both triangles. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
So ABC and AED. Okay? Angle A is in both triangles. So angle A is going to be a common angle. Yes?
Angle B is equal to angle E1.
E1 is. Angle B is equal to angle E1. Why? Corresponding. Can you see that F being formed there?
Yes, sir.
With ED being parallel to BC. One more is angle D1 is equal to angle C. Either corresponding or the third angle in a triangle.
Yes.
Third angle in triangle. Okay. So that's enough to conclude similarity. When you prove similarity, you prove three angles are equal. Okay. So therefore triangle ABC is similar is the other way to triangle AED. Why? Angle. That is A. Let's look at B. B, definitely a distance question following it. So we say that AB over AE is equal to BC over ED equals AC over AD. Okay, what's your reason there? Sides are in proportion, or you can say triangle ABC is similar to triangle AED. Okay. Okay, just waiting for them to have a seat. You're not even taking note of what's happening here. Okay, so AE, we are told that AE is 3 centimeters. So that is 3 there. AB is 5. There's AB, so it's 5. ED is 6. You must calculate the length of BC. Can you see that?
Yes.
So we don't need that now. So what do we do? Cross multiply. So it's going to be 6 times 5, which is 30, equals 3 times BC is 3 BC. Divide by 3 both sides. Therefore BC is equal to 10 centimeters. Right, so for homework, just hang on. For homework, I would like you guys to do, select our paper for tomorrow. This was a June 2021's paper. June 2021. I want you guys to do question 1. You should be able to do the whole question 1. Question 2. Question 3. Question 4. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. The whole paper. Now listen, this paper was worth 100 marks. So, I'm only going to... What is wrong with you? Tell me what's wrong with you. Have a seat, so long. Okay, so this paper is 100 marks. You should be able to answer all these questions out of this paper. Okay. Including the bonus question there. Alright. So tomorrow we will go through those that memo of that paper. Okay. So this is the June 2021. People enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class.